I'm often asked how long does it take to make a salad bowl? And it's not easy to give a straight answer to this question, because there's a lot more to making a salad bowl than just shaping it quickly on the lathe. It all starts with selecting the right wood. I prefer to use hardwoods with an attractive grain pattern and without any defects such as cracks or decay. When I get the wood, it's unseasoned, which means it's still wet. But this makes it easy to work with, but it's very heavy to handle. I have to work quickly as the wood starts to dry almost immediately, and it can crack within a few hours. I usually work with wet wood in the winter time, which helps me to avoid this situation. I have to make some important decisions before I cut up the log, and the first step is to remove a section from the end, which is full of small cracks, and this is because it's been exposed to the air. This reveals the beautiful grain and some of the defects which I'll have to work around. Many people assume that a salad bowl is made from just cutting rings off the end of a log, but this is not the case. A salad bowl is taken from the side of the tree or a plank, which gives it a lot of strength. Just before I cut up the log, I'll mark it in a way which gives the maximum yield, but avoids any defects. The powerful chainsaw will quickly cut each piece to size, and these pieces are called bowl blanks. The chainsaw is a useful tool in a woodturner's workshop, but like any woodworking tool, needs to be treated with respect. It has to be sharp to cut quickly, and it has to be sharpened correctly to cut straight. When you get these two things right with a reliable saw, it makes the job very easy. The roughly sawn blanks are then brought to a machine called a bandsaw to make them round. A bandsaw is really an essential part of a woodturner's kit. This machine has to be set up correctly, and with frequent fine-tuning along with the correct blade for the job, it will help prepare the blanks before turning. Once the blanks are cut into a circle, then they are ready for turning. But first I'll start by sharpening the tool, so I can cut the wood with ease. The wood is wet, so it can be quickly shaped with the sharp tool. I then create a foot, which is referred to as a spigot at the bottom of the bowl. This will allow me to reverse the bowl and hold it securely in a chuck while I work on the inside. Shaping a spigot has to be precise and also the correct size, because there's going to be a lot of strain put on it while hollowing out the inside with a coring tool. The coring tool will allow me to save several smaller bowls from the inside of the larger bowl, which will help save precious material. Once the bowls are rough shaped to the correct wall thickness, they are then sealed to prevent cracks appearing as it dries. I have the choice of air drying or kiln drying the roughly shaped pieces. Kiln drying is very quick in comparison to air drying, but makes the wood harder to work with. When the wood is dry, the bowl blanks are returned to the lathe and turned a second time. As the bowls dry, they change shape and become oval. So I have to leave enough material in the wall thickness to make them round once again. Using sharp tools, I can take heavy cuts to create the shape which I'm looking for, and then taking finer cuts which will create a very smooth surface, leaving it ready for sanding. And with the right equipment and the correct sanding grits, the bowl will soon be silk smooth. I use an oil finish on each piece, which will allow it to be safely used with food. Once I have the bowl oiled, I'll remove the tenon at the bottom. The bowl is now held on the lathe using a vacuum chuck, which will hold it securely for this process without marking the surface. All that's left now is to sign the bowl before it's on its way to a new home. So back to the question, how long does it take to make a salad bowl? Well, my answer is 25 years. 25 years of perfecting technique. If you would like a little more detailed information of each step involved in making a bowl, have a look at my Bowl Turning Techniques DVD. It is packed with 100 minutes of useful information. Also check out my other DVDs in the Mastering Woodturning series.